Hi yogis! So this practice is designed to give you a quick little break in your day. So sometimes we all just need a break, right? So maybe you have some displaced anxiety or you're fighting depression. Maybe you have so much life going on right now that you just need to settle down and rebalance. For today's practice, you don't really need anything. So grab your mat and I'll see you in a couple minutes. Welcome back to your mat. Happy to provide this little 15-minute yoga break for you. So we're going to start in Sukhasana. Pull the fleshy part of the butt out, find that sit bone to earth connection. Sit up nice and tall here. Begin to deepen your breath. One of the best ways to combat stress and anxiety is to reconnect with that breath. So take a deep one, biggest breath you've taken all day long, all the way into the belly. And sigh it out through the mouth. One more time. All right, close your eyes. Hands come to the top of the knees, palms are up towards the sky. Eyes are closed here, sit up nice and tall. Begin to just settle in for the day. For this quick little 15 minutes for yourself. Put the to-do list aside. It'll still be there when you get done, I promise. This is about you. So start to notice that breath. Deep inhale, slow exhale. Try to exhale for a count of 4. Slowing down your exhale helps reduce anxiety, helps lower your heart rate. Two more breaths here. All right, let's begin to roll the shoulders. On an inhale, shoulders come up towards the ears. On an exhale, drive them down and back. Find a little rhythm here with your own breath, not with my breath. Inhale brings you up. Exhale down. 3 more. All right, inhale, arms rise, head goes up. Exhale down. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more here. All right, go ahead and roll it up and meet me in tabletop here. Find your connection here. Wrist points are directly under the shoulders. Knee points are directly under the hips. Find the meaty part of the hand here. Spread the fingers wide. And imagine yourself pressing away from your mat here. Neutral spine, gaze is just in front of the mat here. Inhale, drops the belly. Exhale, round. Find your cat-cow here. Inhale, drop. Exhale, round. Inhale, drop. Exhale, round. 2 more, just like this. The bottom of that exhale, come back to neutral spine here. And in 3, 2, 1, we're gonna lift the knees here, hovering table. Start to fire up the core here, belly's nice and tight. Here for 3, 2, 1, release. Sit back, shake out those wrists. We're gonna do 2 more of those. We're gonna create a little heat, a little fire today. It's just a short amount of time, but all right, and 3, 2, 1, lift. Engage that core. Try to keep a neutral spine here. Press away from the mat. And release. relax. Shake out the wrists here. Maybe you find a little wrist roll action. Back to your tabletop. And 3, 2, 1, lift for hovering table. We're gonna count it down from 10 here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down to the knees. Head comes to the mat and send the arms back behind you. 5 breaths here. Notice how you feel after creating a little heat in your body. One more breath. All right, roll it back up to tabletop here, and we're gonna move into plank. So first option here is to stay on your knees, find a neutral spine here. Second option is to lift the knees here. Third option is to come down to forearm plank. So choose your poison here. We're gonna do 3 of these, fire up the core, get our mind off of whatever we're worried about, because we're now worried about how bad our body's shaking and how much it hurts. So we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send it back for child's pose. 3 breaths here. And roll it back up to plank here. Count of 5 this time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down to the knees. Send it back here, child's pose. Planks are really good for your core, shoulder strength. Should plank every day. I don't, but I should. One more breath here. Let something go. And roll it back up here. One more plank. This time we're gonna go for a count of 10. So count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Welcome that shake if you feel it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Send it up here, downward facing dog. Two more breaths here. And begin to slowly make your way towards the front of the mat here. Meet me in forward fold. Bend your knees here if that feels good. Let the head hang heavy. Inhale brings you halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. 3 breaths. Inhale up. Exhale, rain it down to the sides. Plant the palms. Step the left toes back. Lower down on that back knee. Untuck the toes and rise here. Low lunge. 3 breaths here. One more breath. At the bottom of the exhale, plant the palms, untuck the toes, step the right foot back, and send it up for downward facing dog. 3 breaths here, pedal it out. Pull the shoulders away from their ears if they're starting to hunch up. Tailbones up towards the sky, driving the heels towards the ground. One more breath. And begin to make your way back to the front of the mat. And repeat for the other side. So find your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Anjali Mudra, prayer pose. 3 breaths here. On your next inhale, arms go down to come up. Exhale, rain it down to the side. Plant the palms, and this time step the right toes back. Lower down to the knee, untuck the toes, and rise for your low lunge here. Make sure your knee is staying over your ankle. Shoulders are plugged in here, not hugging up towards your ears. 3 breaths. Exhale, fold it down, plant the palms, untuck that back knee, step the left foot back, and find your downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts, 3-legged dog. Don't crash into your left arm here. Exhale, step it all the way up through the hands. Pivot on that back foot. Find your alignment here. Heel is in line with the center of the back foot. You fix your clothes. Square your hips towards the long edge of your mat as much as you can and roll that right thigh externally or back. Arms rise here for warrior 2. 3 breaths. Welcome the heat. Reach forward. Turn that right palm over and send it up and back here. Reverse warrior. Maybe take a bind here if that's in your practice. If not, think about reaching up here, pulling yourself away from the mat, and exhale, rain it back down. Plant the palms, step the toes back, and find your downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it up between the hands and find your warrior 2 left side. Find your foundation first, square the hips, arms rise. 2 more breaths here. Sink down a little deeper. Begin to reach forward, flip that palm, and send it up and back here. Don't crash into the right side, pull away from the mat. 3 breaths here. The bottom of that 3rd exhale, cartwheel it down, plant the palms, step it back, and send it back for downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. Try to find some stillness this time. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it up through the hands. Find your footing here. We're gonna move for high lunge. Toes are pointed forward here. Knee is over the right. Knee is over the ankle here. Sink down into the right leg. Should feel an awesome stretch here through the left hip flexor. Arms rise. Plug those shoulders in here. Spread the fingers wide. High lunge. 1 more breath. And on your exhale, plant the palms. Step the toes back. This time, find your flow. So chaturanga, press it through. Upward facing dog. Spend a minute here in up dog. Stretch out that lower back. Play with your neck placement here. And curl the toes under. Send it back up, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. One more. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Find your high lunge other side. So feet are not on a parallel line here. Find your balance. Front knee is over the front ankle. Back heel is lifted. Sink down in here. Arms rise. One more breath. The bottom of that exhale, float it down, plant the palms, and we flow. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, and then send it back for child's pose. Rest here. Hang out here for a minute. Maybe you start to roll on your forehead a little bit, massage that third eye. One more breath. All right, start to roll it back up. Find the same position you started in, that easy pose, whatever that is for you. Now that I'm a little bit sweaty, I hope you are too. Sit up nice and tall here. Settle back in just for a moment. Close your eyes. Notice how your body feels. I hope that you were able to forget everything that you were worried about, even if only for 15 minutes, and that this was an amazing yoga break in your day. Hands together at heart center. Thank yourself for showing up. Namaste.